Welcome to Unshakable Purpose, where we are beginning a new series that is called The Called and Challenged. Now, I'm Jacob Lindsey, 31 years old. I've been in ministry for just over 10 years now, with over 6 years of those 10 being a lead pastor. And let me just say up front, being called by God is the most humbling, thrilling, and terrifying thing I've ever walked into. But here's what I've learned. The call is real, but so is the cost. And if no one has told you that yet, let me be the first one who loves you enough to say it. Let's get started. Part 1, telling the call story. You see, I knew God was calling me when I was still a teenager, not just to be in church, but to be called into ministry to lead in the church. Now, I didn't know what it would look like. I didn't know the path. I just knew the tug and the pull that God had on my life. And if you're watching and listening to this, wherever you are, maybe you've felt that same tug, that same pull too. The calling of God is powerful. It's not just a dream or a goal. It's a divine assignment. But what I wish someone had told me then was that calling isn't convenient and it will cost you more than comfort. If you even look at Jesus and what he said in Luke chapter 14, verse 28, where he talks about and says, suppose one of you want to build a tower. Won't you first sit down and estimate the cost to see if you have enough to complete it? Even in those words, calling is serious business. It's not about a platform. It's about preparation. And preparation always comes with a price. Part 2, what the cost looks like. So I want to talk real fast about the cost as we dive in. Now there's time, comfort, criticism, that's not a fun one, loneliness, and let's look at them all. Time. There is late nights, early mornings, missed events because someone needed prayer. Even dinner can be cut short some nights. And yet, we move on to the next one, which is comfort. You don't get to live on autopilot when people are depending on your faith. How about criticism? Criticism. You're going to be misunderstood, misquoted, misjudged, and sometimes it's even by the Christians or the ones that surround you. And loneliness. Now that's not a fun one either, because even in a crowd, even with a team, there are some burdens only God can carry with you. And yet it's still worth it. Because while the cost is real, so is the reward. And no paycheck, no platform, no praise can compare to hearing God say, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." Part 3, a pastor's encouragement. Now, if you are in ministry or feel called to it, let me encourage you. Don't romanticize the call, but don't run from it either. Yes, it's going to stretch you. It's going to pull you. Yes, it's even going to refine you, but it'll also make you more like Jesus. Now, that does not mean that you are going to be perfect one day, even though you might think you are. You're not, okay? Hopefully someone told you that already. But you aren't going to be perfect, but with that refinement, with that stretching, you will become more like Jesus every day. And I'd rather be in the fire with Jesus than on the beach without him. You see, ministry isn't just about doing for God, it's about becoming in God. So, this is where our journey starts together in this new series. The call is real, the cost is high, but the purpose, eternal. Now, if this encouraged you, would you let me know? Drop a comment, leave a review, or share it with someone you know who's wrestling with their calling. And if you've paid a price for following Jesus, share that story in the comment or tag me on social. Let's be real. Let's grow. Let's stay unshakable. Until then, I'll see you in the next episode, episode 2, where you're not too young and you're not too old. Until then, stay faithful, stay focused, stay called. And remember, ministry isn't a spotlight, it's a sacrifice. But when God calls you, He will also carry you.